This is round one of the Vodka O Australian GT Championship. After taking honours in the night race, Clark Quinn led the rolling start in the final race of the weekend.
We're back to sprint race format today in Adelaide, and Clark Quinn leads the way. He won last night's 100th championship race and did it in style as everyone makes their way through the centre chicane. Look for some of the fast cars coming from the back.
There are quite a few of these guys in the champ cars that didn't actually finish the race last night, so they're going to have their work cut out getting past some of these challenge cars to get to these fast guys in the front.
Great shot there of Adrian Flack's new Ginetta. There's the white Lamborghini of Peter Hackett. Tony Quinn is on a charge, but his boy is going pretty well. Here's Ash Samadi leading the way in the Mosley. He's behind Dean Grant and in front of Damien Flack's Porsche.
You can see Tony Quinn there. Jeez, that was close.
Mark Eddy having a look at Clark Quinn down at turn 9, but Greg Crick seizes the spot.
After his DNF in race 1, Tony Quinn was literally pushing his way through the field.
The big V12 power of the Aston Martin isn't quite enough to get through at turn 8 on Angelo Lazaris in the Lotus.
It's getting pretty busy down here at the minute.
Oh, the Lotus is good under brakes, so he goes for Marcini. That was a bit cheeky. And now Tony Quinn bullies him out of the way.
Well, that was all a bit messy, wasn't it? Angelo got down the inside, tried to pass two cars. As we can see here, both Porsches on his outside. Bang, contact there. Tony Quinn says, thank you very much for this. And they come together.
Oh, messy stuff in race 2. Here's Tony Quinn closing in on Peter Hackett in the Vodka O Lamborghini. Remember that Peter was a championship contender last year. This car, though, didn't make it through race 1. It had front-end damage to both steering and the wheel as well. But it's got a bit of a problem here. It doesn't have the same power that the Aston's got.
No, and I'm actually quite surprised after that contact that Tony Quinn's car still seems to be tracking straight with no bodywork hanging off it.
The end result for the Lamborghini was a broken front suspension upright in race 1. There's Dean Grant driving a Porsche now this weekend. Here's Peter Edwards in the 430 Ferrari with Mark O'Connor right behind him in a little Lotus. Actually missed race 1. They had fuel issues and a broken sensor in the end with this little Lotus, so it's back running again. And this Ferrari's not sounding 100%.
No, normally, that Ferrari should be pulling away from that little Lotus out of some of those tight corners, but it doesn't seem to be on song at the moment. He did have problems with it in the hour race.
There it goes. The Lotus goes through.
That to me sounds like a bit of a gearbox issue. You can see him fighting there. The paddles behind the wheel are what you use to change gears in these cars. And it's definitely not running right.
So disaster for Maranello Motorsport this weekend. And Edwards shuts it down.
On debut in Australia, the Ginetta was immediately showing great race pace.
Great run here from Adrian Flack in this brand new car. Completely new to GT racing here in Australia, but not new to the likes of the UK, where Ginetta isn't a swear word.
Well, it is a very different car, actually. It's got a Ford engine.
You'd like it.
I like it. It's got a lot of downforce. You can see it here. It's actually not shy in straight line speed compared to the Porsche.
Now, he's actually going by Dean Grant. This car had an over rev on a downshift in the first race and bent a valve, so they're taking it very steady at reduced revs. So certainly it's a great sign for the Ginetta to be going by, but he is passing a wounded Porsche.
Nick O'Halloran was starting to gain ground after a shaky start to the weekend.
Now, the Ferrari started 18th on the grid, And in race 1, it had electronic issues, so Alan Simonson didn't get a drive, but he's starting to pick his way through the order.
Yeah, he is. You know, he's up to 13th, right behind Dean Grant. We know Dean's got a few problems. Up the inside here, having a good run today, which is good to see. I mean, it was obviously quite disappointing that he didn't finish the hour race last night.
He's managed to pick up another spot, Nick O'Halloran, and continue this charge on the streets of Adelaide.
When we return, it's the race to the flag on the streets of Adelaide.